Anybody who watches this channel for any period of time know that there is only 3 reasons behind all these episodes of black criminality. 1, it's not happening. 2, white people do it too. 3, white people deserve it. And so the number 2 is, it's kind of the academics have a word for that. If you say white people do it too, what you really are saying is, Colin, you have confirmation bias. I mean, you're just a person who has a hammer and he looks at the world and all you see is a bunch of nails. So you're fitting all these facts into your distorted worldview. Of course, True to Roof says that they have denial bias. But really, confirmation bias should be one of the easiest things to disprove. I mean, we're looking at a video now of a guy at I think it's called the Oprymills Mall down in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, if this is confirmation bias to present this kind of information, then all you have to do is show me pictures of white people at a mall causing lots of argy-bargy, destroying property, bothering shoppers, driving shoppers away. We have dozens and dozens and dozens of those videos here. We post them every Christmas. And even as they grow and grow and grow, there's more and more violence and denial. More and more malls are closing. More and more people say, listen, it's all about Amazon. It has nothing to do with the incredibly dangerous and damaging atmosphere that so many black people cause in so many malls. In my own little mall here, Christiana Mall, I just got an email the other day from a security guard. Said, Colin, in our mall just a couple nights ago, I don't think this was in the paper, a couple of the fellas beat and robbed an old white woman as she was getting into her car from shopping. I was wondering why all of a sudden at my little mall, when I went into there at the mall, I saw all these signs saying, we have a curfew now from 5, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night at 5 p.m. to, whatever. People under 18 have to be accompanied by an adult. That's the classic response to the enormous amount of black violence and black criminality that happens in malls all over the country. I'll put up a playlist for you here in case you have any doubt about what it is. But anyway, as part of my confirmation bias, I was at lunch the other day, and it was a lunch of about 100 guys in Wilmington, Delaware, who graduated from high school in the 50s and the early 60s. 2 of the guys at my table, they were very accomplished athletes. They also lived in what today is the black part of town, the East Side, the projects. They lived across the street from a place that Joe Biden made quasi-famous in his autobiography when he talked about his time as a lifeguard at Price's Run swimming pool, and how during the summer he had a guy named Mouse, Richard Smith, who kind of was his bodyguard, who watched his back, that kept an eye out for him when he became the target of some black on white violence. And so anyway, I was talking to these guys about what their life was like. I said, wasn't that a rough place to grow up back then? He goes, no problem at all. These were guys that just walked to school, a mile or 2 to school. And if they wanted to go somewhere else, they'd walk a mile or 2 there. I said, no problem going to school, at school, coming from school. No. And they told me it was because everybody in the projects was white. There were no black people living there at the time. And they told me that after black people started moving in, 58, 59, 60, 61, that's when they started attacking the white people who lived there. These guys don't know me from Adam. I don't know them from Adam. So if you want to say this is confirmation bias, okay, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just the luckiest guy on the planet. Maybe every time I go somewhere and talk to people about their experience with black people, I'm always getting the same story of hyper-violence, and they always just thought it was normal. Maybe I'm just lucky that way. I have to tell you, this luck does not extend, not to that level. Whenever I, sit down at one of the gaming tables in Las Vegas or Atlantic City, that is for sure. But otherwise, I'm the luckiest guy in the world because I see this stuff all the time. Now we get this guy doing this crazy stuff, and of course everybody wants to volunteer an excuse. He was mentally disordered. He has a mental disorder. Okay, whatever. I don't really even care anymore. Because I think the only thing we're really supposed to care about is not making the black kids angry.